Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. Today we are talking about lubrication, cleaning, protection, generally speaking, this stuff. And I think the real confusing part is that the media, meaning the gun media, and the military have pushed something like this, CLP products, for a very long time. And I think there's some confusion about why. It's not that they do a better job, it's that it's one product. It's easy. If I had to teach idiotic 18-year-olds who have a million other things to learn how to do something, the simpler I can make it, the fewer moving parts, the better. And I'm not exempting Slip 2000. It is not a terribly good cleaner. It is a decent lubricant, okay cleaner, okay rust preventer. I don't use it as a cleaner, and I don't really use it as a rust preventer. I use this stuff, Vortex Solvent, as a cleaner. You can insert hops number 9, you can take your choice, whatever sweets, whatever solvent you want to use. You're just trying to get things clean. You're trying to remove older oils, greases, built up carbon fouling, gunpowder residue, okay? You're just getting it clean. That's step 1. Step 2 is to replace whatever oils you took away that have to be there. So what should you be using? I'm not going to get into specific brands. I'm really not. I've showed you what I use. I've shown you that a couple times. This is what I use. I'm not saying it's the best. That's it. However, there are some key things about what you use where. Grease is for high friction, relatively low speed surfaces. I use grease on rails in open areas where I want it to stay. So the outside rails of a handgun, as opposed to on the inner workings of a semi-automatic rifle. I also use grease on bolt lugs because there's high friction, but relatively low speed. I'm exerting a lot of stress on that part. I want something that is going to produce more protection, is going to stay where I put it more. Oil? Oil's for things that go like this, okay? High speed, low friction. I'm not pressing real hard. I'm not grinding these two parts against each other. They're just sliding against each other. They're intended to slide against each other. Things to do that, oil works great. It creates this film that separates the two parts, and they just slide along on that film. Grease is for things that are trying to kill each other, okay? Grease is for things that there's high friction, that they don't want to move against each other. You're fighting friction. What do I look for? I look for things that, one, don't stink. It's that simple. This is 2023, close. I don't know when this video is coming out. We're either right before or right after 2023 starts. And there's no excuse. I'm sorry, you can make solvents that don't stink. I don't know why they still do. I think nostalgia. I had a girlfriend / housemate who had a much more sensitive nose than me, and we literally went through half a dozen different products going, how about this one? And I would be literally in the basement, I would clean a gun, and her job was to tell me if I did it or not. Basically, if she thought I was working with a solvent that she didn't think smelled good, she would yell downstairs, not that one. And we narrowed it down. These two products were the least offensive that we found. Not saying they're the least offensive on the market, just that of the ones we tried, this is where we ended up. That's pretty important. If you have a significant other who's not into the smell of Hops 9, not pissing somebody off with that odor, it's a good thing, right? If you have your own man cave and it doesn't matter, use whatever you like. Certainly, I've had good success with Hops 9 as a solvent. It works very well. I'm not a big fan of it personally. I don't think it works as well as the Boretech, but you're also talking a product that is much, much older and usually cheaper, to be honest. I mean, if you're talking dollars to cleaning, Hops 9's cheap. Personal choices. Take care, have fun, stay safe, keep shooting, everybody.